The running game is obviously first and foremost for the Cats and Mark Stoops, so that means the offensive line needs to play well. 3 big contributors gone off this 2021 team in Darian Kennard, Luke Fortner, and Dari Rosenthal. So how does the offensive line look as we head towards spring?
Right, and that's the other big question. I said, Kennard, has just had an amazing career here. Probably also going to be maybe a late first round, early second round pick. You look at Luke Fortner at the center position. He was, maybe not as highly touted, but Mel Kiper has him way up on his list now as like the 5th or 6th, I think, best center in the draft. And like I said, then Rosenthal, there were some that thought he maybe should have come back for another year, but he, if he goes and gets drafted, then obviously, I think he made the right decision. Like I said, so they've got to replace those guys. Of course, now they have a new, we talked about the Eric Wolford saga the last time I was on with you about how he went to Alabama and basically never came back. So now they've hired Zach Yenser from the 49ers, as I mentioned earlier, as a new offensive line coach. A guy you have to talk about right off the bat is, you and I have talked about him a lot, is Keontae Goodman. He's 5-star player from just across the border in Indiana. One of the highest rated recruits ever at Kentucky, 6'8", 340. Whatever box you have for an offensive lineman, he checks off every one of them. And I think you could see him, if not starting from day one, definitely pushing. Going to get some playing time. As far as like the center, Quentin Wilson probably is going to be the guy taking over for Fortner. Eli Cox and Jagger Burton, both a couple guys. Cox played a lot last year. He's a junior, has a lot of experience. Burton's a redshirt freshman from Frederick Douglass High School. At tackle, you also have Jeremy Flax. He was probably maybe going to be the starter last year, but then Rosenthal came in. He's an Auburn transfer. Rosenthal basically kind of beat him out in practice, so he's going to be right there as well for a starting at tackle. Then you also have Kenneth Horsey and then another Auburn transfer, Tashawn Manning, who's probably is going to be right in the mix there too. So Kentucky, hit the transfer portal pretty hard, with on that side of the ball too. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me to see them go after spring practice, to see them go maybe after another wide receiver, maybe after another, an offensive lineman, once it's all kind of, once spring practice is over and the depth charts and everything is, somebody, not happy with their playing time in another school, it would not surprise me at all to see them go out and pick up some more players like that as well.